What is wrong with you guys? When is this gonna end?
Let's dance! Uh-oh, the magic code! Hey, what's happening?
Wow, Drew, you can really twist. I'm impressed.
So am I!
Motivation is the key. These specially designed exercises wake kids up to make them take responsibility for their lives.
My name's Buddy.
We are the show of the young people. I don't know if you knew this. So if you see people, when you meet them in the wild at record shows or your local Target, and they start doing this, it's okay. I found footage that's a normal response, particularly with the gravitas of us YouTube celebrities. I'm sorry, BEECEE YouTube celebrities. So don't overreact. Don't call the fire department. Clearly, it's a normal reaction.
That was exclusive video of the training session you go to before your first fish show. They teach you how to dance.
Oh, is that what happens? Oh,
yeah.
I thought they turn out the lights and have glow sticks. That's not part of that. That's a different thing.
Oh, that's like stage 2. That's advanced. That's like seasoned. You know, seasoned.
Well, what a power packed presentation we have for you. Listen, just when you thought you've heard enough about records today, one more. This is what I'll call the definitive end of record store day conversation. So we are literally the buttress, the butt end of the conversation when it comes to record store day. We're going to talk aftermath, and then we're going to talk some other stuff, including current events, breaking news. It's the newsroom. The Surface Noise newsroom is off the chain. The Xerox machine and the fax machine have overloaded. So we've got tech in there now working on these things, but stay with us. We're going to get it all together. Welcome one, welcome all. Paul McClellan is here. I love the smell of vinyl in the evening. Well, clear the nasal passages, Paul. We've got something for you.
But might be toxic for you. But
it may be toxic, right? Our sourcing is questionable. I am one of us. Just another day, but have more records now. That's a good way to approach life, friend. That's a good one. Record Talk, Chris. How many episodes a year do you get out of Records Today? Oh gosh, this is the gift that keeps on giving, Chris. This at least 25% of our conversations center around this topic. So
twice a year. So
no. We got the first reaction list. We've got what we're getting. We've got our aftermath. We've got the RSD wish list. I mean, this is literally the gift that keeps on giving. So thank you, Records Today organizers. Appreciate you. Tom hiring district is main appearance. He says Records Today chat is my favorite chat. Well, Tom, hang on, Tom. We got something for you. Let's see. Vinyl Kicks 86. How many titles did you pick up for RSD LMAO? Well, it's probably going to be embarrassing. And we're not going to just do the whole Records Store Day vomit. We're going to do a concise analysis of what happened, what we saw, winners and losers, and all that stuff. Dagon is here. John, how are you? What's going on, sir? It wouldn't be a party without Wyoming Dave in a tank top. Wyoming Dave, hello. Good evening. Christopher, good evening. The one and only Breakfast King of Loyola. That's a fake Dave. That's a fake. We have an intruder on the premises. That is not the real Wyoming Dave. Come on now. Travis, good evening. I am ready for the record show this weekend. Cheap plug, Metro East Record Show, Southern Illinois, free admittance. There should be a plethora of vinyl options. And matter of fact, I have to bring a record back to exchange because I bought what they call a lemon, but the dealer I bought it from said if I was unhappy to bring it back and we would work something out. So I've bought from him before, and if you'd like me to buy from him again, I think we'll get this squared away. But Travis runs a great show over at, is it the VFW Hall or the American Legion? Don't shoot me, Travis. I know it's one of those. But
is Robert Fithen going to sell?
Fithen, he has sold multiple times with that one. So yeah, if you want to meet Robert Fithen, VEECEE royalty, he will be selling records. He may sign an autograph or two, but I don't know what the fee is. You know, Robert does, he does come at a higher rate than the rest of us schlubs, but come on out. There'll be records for everyone. The record keeper 33 RPM, was that the George Harrison Zoetrope? Maybe. Arnaldo did a wonderful video showcasing both pieces of the George Harrison Zoetrope situation. Check it out, his channel.
Some may say that till this day they're still spinning somewhere, right?
Arnaldo never turned them off. That's the dirty secret. He just leaves them on. It's kind of like, and he puts a light on it so it looks kind of like a club. You know what I'm saying?
He's waiting for someone to arrive so he can be like, "Hey, you have your phone there?" That's the case.
Some places where they check your phones at the door or take your phone and put it down if you're at dinner. No, not Arnaldo. He encourages massive phone usage because he's got zoetropes everywhere. Nicholas here, the Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem. Good evening. He actually, I didn't bring him up, but Kendall was very kind to send me some records today. They arrived fresh, Kendall. I appreciate the Lucha Libre VCLT you threw in there, so thank you, sir. Art, the North Carolina Vinyl Pickers here. Good evening, everyone. Fluffy, hello. Good evening. From the other side of the world, Brian, Tokyo Record Style is here. Good evening. Have I touched them all? That's what I'm trying to do. Elliot Cruz. Oh, would it be different with Widespread Panic, Chris? That's, I don't know if, is that kind of like sacrilege in the fish world if you need other jam bands or no?
No, the only difference is meth is probably bigger in that scene.
That's fair. That's fair. Meth is prevalent in many of those communities, but I didn't say that. Good evening, KR.
I like the panic.
All right, I think going through. Leland is here. Good evening. Been a while. Finally able to join a live stream. Well, Leland, welcome. You picked the right one. There is only one Surface Noise, and you have found it. Chasing Records is here. Every day is RSD in the VC. Some would say every day is record store day, but I would challenge that because I don't feel that way when I go to the Dollar General or the supermarket. Like the old days, they used to have records at the supermarket, right? That was the old, right by the magazine that had that spinning wire rack, but not anymore. There's a I can't put that one up. Dana Kimberitz is here. Hello, Kimbo. I'm surprised you're not watching the NFL draft. We are competing yet again with sports. Live sports on Thursday evenings is kind of our calling card. Cesar is here, the executive producer of Surface Noise. Good evening. Yes, thank you. Travis says it's the American Legion, and I think it's Collinsville. Robert Fithen will be selling, and Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, is selling. Oh, no, he's back to selling his collection. We tried to run an intervention, Brandon, but and I saw him Saturday at Riverbend Records. I didn't get the indication that he is thinning more records, but I'll bring the big purse. That's what I'll bring. See what he's got. Yes, Brian's going to be there. Hey, Brian, how are you, sir? I did see you showcase the Nelson record I sold you. Believe it or not, I had the Nelson record, and I got an upgrade copy, and Brian was there to take my original copy off my hands. Quite a moment, and then he was very happy about it. So that's what it's all about. Eddie Perez, good evening. Pete, music in the house. The live stream of that Zoetrope is worth checking out. Are you talking about George Harrison? I think you are. We'll get into it, but that Peter Gabriel is one that I probably would have been on at $30, but apparently it sold out pretty quickly. Good evening, Moses 3. Howdy all. My wallet has a restraining order on it for RSD. Wow. Unbelievable. All right. Well, turn this off. Boom. This is Surface Noise, the show of record, talking records, concert buddy here, you there. We have a power-packed presentation. We have a special guest. They might already left already. We've kept them waiting and it's far too long. But we wanted to have a little pomp and circumstance and welcome. We're making history on tonight's show, and I'll get into it in a second. But let's go through our regular friends and show allies. I have to start contractually with the highest paid member of the dais, who was reminding me of a clause in the contract. I did not send them Surface Noise merch before anybody else, so I guess we're going to legal on Monday morning. It is Arnaldo, the channel, Fidelios_frequency. Good evening, Arnaldo.
Good evening, everyone.
Then, tag team partner from the Empire State, not New Jersey, be very clear. The Garden State and Empire State, no way. It is, we call him the Bruiser, because if you got out of line, he's either gonna hurt you, or he's gonna lock you in a room with fish bootlegs. So it is the Groove Seeker, Chris. Some call him the Seeker. Good evening, Chris.
Hey, concert buddy. I'm here to torture you all. Good evening.
Please torture me with tickling and fish bootlegs, please. And then you love them. A few hate them, but we don't really talk about that. It is the gifted one, the prodigy of record collecting. It is Jose Moreno Ron. His alter ego is John.
Don't hate me. What the fuck?
I'm sorry to break it to you, Jose. Listen, if you did this and no one hated you, you'd be doing it wrong. I've come to accept this. But Jose, how are you this evening?
Good evening, I guess, to all my haters.
What?
And,
you embrace them and you lean in with kindness. Kill them with kindness. I like that.
I was 2 years old when I found
out. Here you go. Screw you guys. Going home. See, this is what you have to meet this head on. Meet it head on.
Is that Johnny Bravo?
No, I did catch him in the intro, so I wanted to pay respects. And then he is from the Lone Star State at this time. He's been all over the world. He's probably the most well-traveled record collector amongst us. He's moved his records more times than he has fingers. It is one and only Jason Rojas. Jason, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back on, Concert Buddy. I hope everybody in the panel and the chat are ready to talk about Record Store Day one more time.
Jose, we call that uno más.
Another one.
Shout out to DJ Khaled, wherever you are. All right, well, I think I've got this queued up. Oh, no, I don't. It didn't come through. Well, our special guest, sorry, the music didn't come through. It didn't pass legal, but we have a special guest rounding out our dais. History or herstory being made today. We've never had a female panelist on Surface Noise. I looked this up until now. Welcome all. Melinda Murphy is here making history. Melinda, welcome to the Show of Record. How are you doing this evening?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor.
Well, that's the right spirit, because killing us with kindness will get you everywhere. If you've seen, you a regular viewer, you've seen what a disaster this show can be at times, and yet you still wanted to come and join us. So thank you, question mark.
It's like Kelly Clarkson said, a beautiful disaster.
A beautiful disaster. Jason, do you have that one? Do you have Kelly Clarkson?
No, I do not.
Thankful is the name of the record, and I have it. I'm just saying. So
I have it on CD.
Okay, that counts. It actually sounds probably better on CD. The vinyl, I think Melinda knows this. It sounds like what we call booty cheeks. Booty cheeks.
Is that the one that had Since You've Been Gone?
Yes, that was her debut. Yes, it is.
Second album.
Oh,
see if American Idol was
her second album.
It's called Breakaway, the album.
Yes.
Breakaway.
Oh, you're right. Breakaway. I apologize. Listen, I thought I was trying to show off. I was trying to peek out for our guest.
That's when she told Clive Calder, don't want to do your new soul singer. I want to do what I feel like I want to do. And she hooked up with Linda Perry and wrote some rocker songs or more. Yeah.
This is why we pay Arnaldo the big bucks. He's undeniable in the Kelly Clarkson information. So awesome. All right. Well, if you've been or you've seen Surface Noise, you know how we do things around here. But if you're new, welcome. I don't know how you landed here on the big night of the NFL draft, but we're going to try to inform, entertain, and of course, complain. It's our motto here at Surface Noise to talk about vinyl record collecting in all ways we can. We're going to talk some current events, and we're going to do our little RSD recap, the aftermath of what happened in our virtuous zones. And then we're going to bring back a fan favorite, or at least an easy topic, overrated, underrated, or properly rated. Full credit to Bill Simmons, the Podfather, who I have generously lifted that from for this evening. But anyway, let's get into Jose's favorite part of the show. It's when we do the interlude.
Oh.
That's right. You ready for this? Here it comes.
I've got news for you.
We do have news for you. And matter of fact, Melinda, can we lead with the news you gave us? Melinda just came in like Walter Cronkite. She had news. We haven't second sourced this one, but Melinda, hang on. I think we have super duper. We have a super duper sound effect for this when it's breaking news on top of the breaking news. Melinda came in and said that Harry Styles is no longer on the market. He is engaged to Lenny Kravitz's daughter, Zoe Kravitz.
I didn't know they were dating.
I don't think anyone on our show probably didn't. And I'm going to assume outside of Wyoming, Dave. Oh, Arnaldo did. I apologize. Arnaldo, I apologize. You did know. Big news. Arnaldo, since you knew they were dating.
Only because Walter told me that Harry Styles is dating Zoe Kravitz.
Fair enough. Okay.
That's really random, to be honest.
Well, listen, it's, it is what it is. Two beautiful people getting together. And if you remember, it's tied to vinyl. Watch this, Jose. Zoe Kravitz did the High Fidelity TV show a couple years ago. See? And it was only one season. It was well received, except by the executives at, was it Hulu? Was Hulu the one that put that one on?
Yes.
All right. So, yes. So congratulations to the lucky couple. Oh, Mazzy. Mazzy, how many martinis is she? His beard. Mazzy, Harry Styles has a long resume of lovely ladies in his dossier. Is that what we say? Dossier? So I don't know if that's the situation, but.
So he's going to be part of the Lenny Kravitz family. Yes.
Oh, wow. So at 60, he's going to have that beautiful washboard stomach and live on an island drinking coconut water all day. Is that probably?
No. I was thinking he'd be like an in for the Hunger Games, right? You see?
Fair. Well, Jose, they want you to stay in black and white if you could. They say it's classy. It's
yeah, right. It's
the Breakfast King of Loyola. We do try to.
This is the Massey filter. I don't call it the black and white. I call it the Massey filter.
I like what you did there, Jose. Let's tie it all back together.
I might not show my feet, but
Well, not everybody can do that. So hang on.
No, not everyone. Not everyone. You gotta be classy about it.
So let's start. We started with a high. Let's kind of take it down. We haven't talked deaths in the current events for a minute. Let's talk about a death. Jose, you probably know this one. Dave Mason has left us. How do you feel about Dave Mason no longer being on a celestial plane? Or do you know who Dave Mason is?
Dave Mason. Why is he ringing a bell? Who the fuck is Dave
Mason? See, listen. She brought a prop. Look at this. This is how we do it. There it is. Look at that. Boom.
Well, right now that I have the Massey filter, some knowledge just came to my head. I know that was probably one of the first colored splatter vinyl records, right?
Well, look at this guy coming in clutch, Jose.
It only came to my head because I have the Massey filter. So I also remember seeing him live in San Francisco in '68. So, but that's
a pro move. Rojas, how many Dave Mason records do you have? And wasn't he in Traffic? Does that count?
Yes. So I have him on a couple of Traffic records. I did not bring them. I actually, we talked about it in the group chat, and I thought everyone was joking. So when I actually looked it up today and found out that he had died.
Oh no, we broke it too. We broke it within the Surface Noise chat. I apologize.
And all I can think of the Dave Mason, he of course has a very varied history. He played with Hendrix, He really contributed to Crosstown Traffic, that song. Sure. But the only thing I can think of was that when he joined Fleetwood Mac. You didn't know that.
I did not. Teach me. Was this after Peter Green, but before?
No. It was actually after Buckingham Nicks had left.
Wow.
So he joined for the Time record. I think that's in the 90s.
Okay. Oh, man.
You need a black and white filter to say, All of them.
He also played on Watchtower too. Didn't he play guitar on All Along the Watchtower?
Yes.
Yeah.
All Along the Watchtower?
Yeah, the Hendrix cover.
He played on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's random.
Yeah.
Now, hang on, guys. Someone say this is controversial. The Iran District says, I can tell without looking that Mazzy did a death video within the last 24 hours to profit off of Dave Mason's death. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I think he did. I haven't been glued to the YouTube, but I assume Mazzy, tell us. Put a link in. We will promote latest death video.
You wouldn't know because Mazzy probably uploaded like 10 videos after that. So you gotta scroll like.
You got to go through it. Well, you got to hit that subscribe bell, and then they just come to you. Boom, 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 rapid fire.
Can you imagine that hitting the bell with Mazzy and the phone the whole day is like.
Oh, it's just like a constant rat-a-tat-tat. Melinda, do you have any other? What's the big Dave Mason? We Just Disagree. That's probably his most famous solo song, right?
Yeah, that was the one that really stood out to me. I remember being at my cousin's house, and I think my cousin Lisa had a K-Tel record that had We Just Disagree on it. And that was kind of my intro to Dave Mason. And then, of course, when I get into vinyl records and discover Traffic and this solo album with this color vinyl, and then I did know he was in Fleetwood Mac for 5 minutes, but but yeah, he's a legend, and we're losing so many of those legends now. It's like you almost hate to check out the news because you never know what's coming next.
So we just learned Melinda has unsubscribed from Mazzy to avoid all this death news. So having the opposite effect here.
Can Jason read Mazzy's latest comment?
Hang on. This one.
No, one before. Well,
he's on fire. Hang on, I gotta find him. Jason, can you take this one, Jason?
Can you make me big? I mean, just
We need a this is artistic.
Perfect English, please.
Class is in session. Class is in session.
Fleetwood Macs. That lasted a minute. Okay, now let's just show this picture real quick. Okay,
is that Mazzy?
Okay, which one is Fleetwood Mac? You now get to pick. Right.
Wow. They all look like they sold me a kebab the last time I was in the US. Yeah.
So this is Becca Bramlett. She was the daughter of Bonnie Bramlett, and who's the guy?
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone at my neighborhood. Who the fuck are these people?
And Billy Burnett here. He is the son of Dorsey Burnett, the rockabilly guy.
Man, who's the guy on the corner, on the left corner? Who the fuck is that?
That's Mick Fleetwood.
No, the guy on the left, the down.
That's John McVie. Yeah.
Are you telling me all those three old guys are Fleetwood Mac? Jeez. All right, we're done.
It looks like the cast from Days of Our Lives. Some shit like
Were they playing in Branson, Missouri at that time? I have a feeling that's the Branson, Missouri version of Fleetwood Mac. Not true? Okay.
So Wyoming Dave, and then Mazzy said it. Yeah, Delaney and Bonnie. So Becca Bramlett is the daughter of Delaney and Bonnie, and she can sing.
Chris, we do have to reinstitute the F-bomb counter. We did
caution,
Jose. We do have a lady in our presence, but Melinda's warned us that she's familiar with our content, so we won't run her off, even with Jose.
Also, it was a classy.
She's class enough.
I want to thank Arnaldo. He approved the expense report on new Post-its for me. So thanks, Arnaldo. Appreciate it.
Chris did not take those from the office of his day job. I want to be very clear because that is considered theft, and we don't steal here on.
We do not steal. Thank you.
That's all. That's all the trash he has next to his.
Tokyo Brian is now quoting Days of Our Lives. They all look like they sold me a kebab the last time I was in the States. ... Fuck me. Brian, I'm not sure where that's coming from, but all right.
Well, interestingly enough, Tokyo Brian, if somebody sold me a kebab here in Mexico, they all look like Mexicans. But in the States, there's more flair. When you buy kebabs.
Flair. Yes. Did I notice? Hang on, local bandography. Dave is here. Dave, this is a welcome appearance to the point where I don't even have you a wrench. I don't think. Where are you coming through? I think you're here, Dave.
Make sure it's
Well, that's true. Is Dave here? It's like the Cheech and Chong bit. Is Dave here? Is Dave here? I think he's here, but I gotta wait for my computer to catch up. So I'll wrench you as soon as you come through, Dave.
Wasn't there a new Cheech and Chong movie? Did it ever came out?
So I think so. I think it was one of those straight to streamers type situations. I actually saw Cheech and Chong, believe it or not, probably about 10 years ago when they got back together and they were touring and they were just doing the old bits. I took my folks who were big Cheech and Chong fans, and we had a nice family outing at the Cheech and Chong comedy show.
That's incredible.
Nice, and I bumped.
Infer from that what you will, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, Dave is doing sports. All right, perfect. We needed this. Hang on. Here he is. We've got the draft updates. In case you're wondering, where did it go? No, I see it on one feed, but I'm not seeing it on the other. Here it is. I can see this song I'm listening to, man. No, I just saw it. Anyway, point being, Dave Gibson is here. Welcome, Dave. I'm going to wrench you as soon as I can. The other piece of current events, unless the guys and our guest have anything else, is a friend of the show, even though he doesn't know it, G-Love. G-Love in a special sauce. Familiar? Anyone familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
J-Lo. Hell yeah.
Not J-Lo, G-Love. G-Love, apparently, we wanted to call this out. We're not making fun of this situation. We think it's kind of a public service announcement because his life savings was taken from him, $400,000 in a crypto scheme, and he's sharing this to make sure that you don't download an app to steal your money.
Mazzy, by the way, just posted somebody died, so
Oh no!
For real?
Oh no! Hang on, we lost another one during the show. Damn it! No! They're dropping like flies. Look, what are we doing here? We need to stop the show immediately. Michael Tilson Thompson, goodbye. Michael, it was nice knowing you, sir.
Is he from the Thompson twins or what?
Mazzy, please tell us. Like we're already in grief from Dave Mason leaving us. Now, I mean, this is unbelievable.
We have an editorial correction. Mazzy's come through and said Thomas. It seems to be a little bit of a typo.
We got everyone's hopes up, and then
I
look
thought it
what
was
happened.
Timbaland
It was Timbaland, not Timbaland. We don't want to start rumors here. Yes, so G-Love had that song. I like cold beverages. If you don't know, now you know. Now listen, everyone's chiming in. Sean the Vinyl Dreamskate. Here we go.
I love
Alan always. This is a rumor, but G-Love puts the special sauce on Jose's kebabs. I don't know if that's true or not, but what do we know? Well, anyway, so G-Love apparently was investing in crypto, and he downloaded an app on his phone, which we are prone to do, and the app hacked his entire account. And so now he is going to have to tour until he drops dead, is what he is saying, because he's going to have to rebuild now. The good news is, like all good things, there's a GoFundMe. I think Fat Beats, the label / website, started some kind of fundraiser to try to help him because, not a great thing. But Arnaldo, have you ever been hacked in a crypto scheme? Will this keep you from being hacked in a crypto scheme?
Yeah, I don't believe in the crypto.
Okay, good to hear. Jason Rojas, you were telling me about this app to put on my phone last time I saw you. Was this the same one or is this a different one?
No, I didn't ask you to put the Spins app on your phone.
No, it's not the Spins app. We don't want to start that one. No, it's not a rumor. No. It is kind of unfortunate because, again, musicians make what they make and saving your money. This is,
by the way, I don't have any idea who this guy is, but
are you kidding me?
What?
This is my first impression of the guy just losing money.
Come on, man.
Melinda, I apologize for Jose and this poor showing already. He doesn't even know what G-Love and the special sauce is. It's just unbecoming.
What the fuck even is that?
I'm not familiar with G-Love, but I can only imagine how angry I would be. I have some records that have just went missing that were supposed to be sent to me, and they're just gone out of thin air through the mail. So I can only imagine if it was $424,000 of Bitcoin, I'd be furious.
Hang on, I think we've got Alan Always who is our delegate to the USPS. Alan, we need you to get on this. Melinda is now being stolen records.
Yes.
You need to get you on the case, Alan. I'm going to put you guys together after the show, and we're going to find. Are they from Mike from Nebraska? I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Yes.
Oh no.
And they're gone. They just went missing. They were way to where I live, and all of a sudden, nowhere to be found. They're just gone.
Unbelievable.
I'm thinking some postal worker is a vinyl collector, and he just took them home with him. That's what I'm thinking.
I feel for G Love, but basically he lost 7 one-steps, and like, is it that big of a deal?
It's
Come
so
on,
bad.
It depends what one-steps they were, Chris. It just depends. Kevin is here, me, myself, and my vinyl. He says, was it the Hawk Tua girl scam? Possibly. I know that she was running what they call the okey doke on the Bitcoin as well, but who knows? Well, anyway, we're just, again, the show of record, talking records. We're also trying to do financial planning. It's one of our burgeoning avenues. So we're hoping that this story will get us to where we want to go, but we'll see. Chasing records. Chris, this is probably a good one. He says, is that about how much you're owed from VMP? 424,000.
Yeah. It's a rounding error.
Yeah, it's just accounting.
No big deal.
Hey, Chris, the good news is they'll sell you those records you already bought back to you if you join the club now. So
if you join,
there's
so
hope.
they're still around.
Oh, Melinda, that's besides Record Store Day. The other thing we talk about incessantly on Surface Noise is Vinyl Me Please. And,
I know, but I know they were trying to make a comeback, but then now I haven't heard about them in so long. So
well, most haven't, but somehow they're still charging people. Oddly enough, they've resurfaced in my neck of the woods. As a matter of fact, I tried getting one of the new founders, air quotes, on the show of record and was told that would happen, and it did. And there's no shade. I'm not upset about that, but they've gone radio silent. They don't even have a functioning website. You have to call a number. It's very what we call, the kids call sus, I believe, sus. But anyway, yes, and every once in a while I'll see something on the Reddit boards, or I'll see something in my daily readings about Vinyl Me Please has charged someone else again, or they've sent the NWA record, or they're literally filing a counter lawsuit against Groove Seeker for damages. And I don't know. It's
crazy.
When
you Google pyramid scam, is the third result on Google. So.
Leland is right. There are so many VC scams. You know what? Maybe that's a show we can do now that we're in the off season coming up outside of Record Store Day. It's like our WrestleMania. Now it's the off season coming up. Maybe we just do a deep dive on VC scams. I think that's probably something that we could fill at least an hour with. So I think that's great. Oh, hang on a second. We've this is actually a good one. Mike Kovalevsky is here. He says the postman is a subscriber to your channel, Melinda. It may be self-inflicted. I don't know. Speaking of, Dave, I don't know if your ears are ringing, but we have 50% seasoned audiophiles on the panel tonight.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I'm just going to put them all in the same row. I'm sorry, Arnaldo, we have to bump you for this because we are all seasoned audiophiles. Thanks to Modoc Dave. Good evening, Dave.
Just a bunch of bland audio files at the bottom of that screen.
They need seasoning. They're kind of like, the special diet audio file. But yeah,
I'm gonna put the contrast all the way up for that.
Jose, dare I say you are a DC Picasso?
It's hilarious.
All right. Well, that's current events. Any other current events? I know there's a Rhino maybe being announced tomorrow. The information is sparse. I believe, finger in the wind, it may be a Grateful Dead thing. I have no insider information. I'm simply speculating on what the venerable Hoffman Forums is saying before the show. Again, Hoffman Forums, the butthole of the vinyl community. Don't believe everything you hear, but I don't know.
What Grateful Dead? What are they speculating
It's either Working Man's Blues, perhaps, or it's American Beauty. I don't know. Again, this is all conjecture.
Beauty.
It's all conjecture.
They already did American Beauty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I have their American Beauty already.
Everybody's done it. Everybody's done it.
We've got, hang on, Mr. Rhino himself. He just got a rhino tattoo on his right arm. Is that right? The forearm, Mazzy? 7 a.m. Pacific we call that 9 a.m. Central. I don't know. I'm terrible at time. I'm terrible at time.
7 a.m. Pacific. Massey's been up like for 4 hours by then.
He's on a rhino bender. I don't know if you've seen that condition. It's seasoned audiophiles don't experience the rhino bender, but it is
Working man's dead.
Oh, Elliot, come on! Listen, I'm juggling here. I'm juggling. I apologize. All the deadheads have probably unsubscribed from my channel, but that's okay. I've got all the Jessica Simpson fans. It evens out. It's good.
I think I've sold that album 5 times in the past 10 years because it's just been reissued that much. Like enough.
I have the MoFi. I like it. I have an OG. I like it. I have it on cassette.
Look at this, Melinda. We've got girl power. We've got ladies on the screen, ladies in the gallery. We are making history across the board. This is the show you want to send to your friends. If you are saying, "Have you heard the worst VC live stream of all time?" Send them Surface Noise, but say this is our best. This is our best presentation because we are top of our game. Top of our game.
Can I also announce somebody died that nobody of you guys?
Oh no, Jose, hang on a second. We got to do this right. Can you do the black and white filter one more time, just for this? Because I'm gonna get you queued up.
I don't know what the black and white filter. What's the black? What's that?
Well, just go ahead. Over there it is. Perfect. The Mazzy filter. Yes. So who else has left the celestial plane?
Well, somebody that I really love. Not a meme, but there's a Canadian band called Timber that I think is pretty great. This one of my favorite records. There you go.
Hot Dreams. Hot Dreams. Good evening.
Nice. The moon. It's on the sleeve, so but pretty nice. Very darky sounding. It's like. The vocals are very like Elliott Smith, like duplicated, like very bizarre scenery changing in the music, but it's a very potent type of music. And the singer, the only guy from the actual band, passed away supposedly yesterday or something like that. So he was 44, but a nice guy. If anybody. This is the last band from like the indie scene that I remember getting into before I just went away. So great guy. If anybody wants to get into like something very darky but beautiful, and sometimes it's very minimal, the instrumentation, and this is a beautiful record. All of them are, but he just released a record last year. I don't know. They haven't said what happened, but I don't know. I think most everyone in the panel will like it if they give it a chance. There you go.
Jose, I'm sorry to report this. We have more breaking news. Someone else has died. We're killing everyone left and right. This is unbelievable. Hang on a second.
Is it Genghis Khan? No, right?
No, it's Greg Foreman. I'm sorry. Greg Foreman has left us. Greg Foreman.
He played in Delta 72 and with Cat Power during the great.
Oh yeah, I saw that yesterday. Yeah.
Record Store Day is killing all these people right in front of us. This is unbelievable.
Let me pile on here. Daryl Sheets of Storage Wars.
Well, I didn't want to bring that one up until
Storage Wars.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the gambler has left us. That one's really sad, actually. He unfortunately ended his life for reasons not known yet. But
no,
really,
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Self-inflicted
gambler.
Yeah. No. The gambler, yeah. So that's unfortunate. Love Storage Wars. Love Storage.
I still watch it. I watched it.
Yeah, Arnaldo. Chris, could you at least warm this up with that? Arnaldo. This
what was the other guy's name?
Arnaldo had to leave.
Wait. What was the other guy's name? The one
back.
Dave Hester. Yep.
Dave Hester. Yep.
That's some Prime TV right there.
Yeah, Daryl Sheets, the legend, Storage Wars, legendary show. Arnaldo, are you okay? How are you taking the Daryl Sheets news?
I know, I'm devastated.
Well, Here's the good news: if you have a Vizio
Yeah.
TV, there is a Storage Wars channel that literally loops storage. I've blacked out many a nights watching YouTube, and then I put on Storage Wars or Unsolved Mysteries TV, and I just watch it until I crash. It's lovely. It's lovely.
Nice.
But anyway, all right. Well, before we upset too many other people with more passings on, so let's talk Record Store Day for the last time for a few months. Maybe Record Store Day aftermath. Melinda, your shirt matches are. Look at this. This is great coordination. Your shirt matches are fun. I mean, beautiful.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we bring the better gender on our show, guys. We're classing up the place. It's amazing. So Record Store Day came and went. The videos are out there. And maybe some guys here will do videos. I don't want to speak for anyone here, but this is our. This is our punctuation on this topic for surface noise, at least for a hot minute. What we'll do is maybe, Jason, I'll start with you because I don't think I heard how your day went. Can you walk us through a high level? I do want to, before we start with you, you did bully me into getting the Billy Squier record, so I did partake and I enjoy it immensely. So thank you. That is good BEECEE peer pressure, but. Jason, walk us through your day, or at least your observations throughout your day on Record Store Day this year.
Okay. So I woke up. Okay.
Oh, no. What in the hell?
I was very tired. Okay.
Melinda, hide your eyes. I'm sorry. These guys are just savages.
And then I looked at Instagram, right, of all these stores with the longest lines ever.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
Is that a photo of a dumpster?
And then I asked myself, should I go out for Record Store Day?
Oh, Oscar the Grouch, your spirit animal. Okay.
So I was like drinking coffee, watching all these Instagram posts of all these long lines, and I was like, I got sad. I was like, man, maybe I go later. Like, let me just finish my coffee. And then that's when in the group chat, people were like, I'm in line, you know. Ornado's like, hey, I'm finished, you know. I'm like,
it was like 5 in the morning.
Like 5:14 a.m. and I was like, I got 26 titles, I'm done.
Right. And I was just like, man, this isn't gonna go well. Like, I got a bad feeling. And then I was like hoping, like, well, no one's gonna buy that Weezer or that STP.
No.
There's no way, you know. Everyone's going to go for that, you know, psychedelic rock. I was wrong.
Nobody's going to buy that Stone Temple Pilots, Jason. Again, your vinyl bullying of me paid off for the record store that day.
So, I mean, the thing was, like, I was wrong, so I admit that, right? And I went there late, you know, and all the ones I really wanted, the Weezer, the STP, were gone. I went to 6 record stores, and they did not exist. You know, and the last store I went to, of course, was Joel's store, Static ATX. He was lucky to get me, you know, this. I'm going to show the most embarrassing one first. This is
Chaim.
This is 3 girls running to Record Store Day and not being able to find
say it with
Weezer.
Chaim.
Okay, so everyone see this? Like
they're running from the crowds, Jason. I think that's what happened. They're running from the crowds.
That's right. So I failed, you know, but I got some cool stuff, you know. But if anyone picked up that Billy Squier, was really good. We did listen to it at Static ATX. I decided not to get it. You know,
why did you pass? Why did you pass?
Because like I just felt like, you know, I like Billy Squier, and he's probably like among the most like sampled in hip hop, like with the big beat on his first record, of course.
Eminem sampled The Stroke, matter of fact, not too long ago. Yeah.
Yes, but I just felt like anybody who really loves, you know, who's not going to flip the record and really loves Billy Squier, they should get it.
Jason, I want to highlight this because this was unprompted, but Joel, who you just mentioned, staticatxrecords.com, says Jason could have pressured me to break RSD rules and not have to wait in line, but he didn't because he has top-notch integrity.
Yeah, let's hold this record again and then.
Well, taste and integrity may not be the same thing. I don't know.
Was that the only thing they had in the store?
No. I mean, I bought the one like I really wanted, the Walker Brothers from 1974. So
they got the Massey filter on.
So like when this came out after, I think like Scott Walker sort of, what is it? He just sort of, he wanted to compete with Bowie and Brian Eno. So he came up with this really crazy record with his Walker Brothers. And it's a phenomenal record. I'm happy that this got like a wide release for RSD. If you're not familiar with this, like this definitely like was a game changer for Scott, brought him back. So I'd say like give it a listen. 1978, not 74.
Nice.
All right, I like it. Nice. All right. Well, I would be rude, and I probably have already made the big mistake. I got caught up in the Mazzy filter that Jose is using right now. But let's go to our special guest, Melinda Murphy. Melinda, I watched your video. It looked like you lined up the day before, and you weren't even first. So tell us what happened in Florida proper, and what was your impression? A lot of youngs. Like, tell us about it.
Yeah, it was. I showed up like it was still daylight on Friday, and I went there and I was number 3, and the first 2 people were really young people. The people all around me were all very young. I was the only old lady there. So there was no competition on getting the same thing. I just got the old people stuff that they would expect, you know.
Excellent.
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, I'm not going to lie, sitting there in a lawn chair all night long is hard, even in the best of weather. I saw what it was doing in St. Louis, like the Riverbend Records thing where it was raining. I don't think I could have done it. Maybe some of those people were able to get in their cars for a while or whatever, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I met a lot of young people, and they just liked different things. But I thought it was really cool that there was a lot of stuff that drew them in, and there were different things that drew me in. I don't know that anything I got this year was actually like something that's going to explode in value or anything like that. But I've really enjoyed everything I got. It was the year where I bought a lot of live albums, and I don't really like to do that, but they put out a lot of really great records from bands that I really love, and they happen to be live albums. So I bought them, like the Cars and Van Halen and Steely Dan, Foreigner. There was a lot of really good stuff. There was a lot of good jazz stuff as well. Like I said, I don't think anything I bought this time, where I got the Billy Joel record last time, that was the sleeper hit that still sells for over $100. I don't think I got anything like that this time. I do think there was one that I think could be this. If any of them I own, the Muffs is going to be the sleeper hit. That one's limited to 1,000 copies or something like that. And I'm surprised at how many people really actually wanted this record. It's punk rock, and there's probably not a lot by the Muffs. So if you're a big fan of the Muffs, that's a great one to have. But if they had the Billy Squier record where I was, it wasn't even on the list. So I couldn't even order it if I wanted to. So it was a regional thing, and it just wasn't in our region. And I don't even know, like I'm really bad. I didn't do a wish list to the store I went to. I don't know if they could have got it if I wanted to. So
Melinda, we've got some good news.
Joel just died.
Joel just died, and he went to heaven. He ascended. He said, "Oh shit!" Melinda shows off the Kim Shattuck Muffs album. There's probably like 13 exclamation marks after that. He says, "She just earned all my respect." So I don't know. I don't know if that'll buy you a cup of coffee in the morning, Melinda, but just know that Joel's respect is in your pocket. And then the other comment I saw was a lovely comment from the young Fluffy. Fluffy Records says, "Don't worry, Melinda. I go for all the old people stuff as well." So see, look at this.
Can somebody do a wellness check for Joel?
Yeah, two positive comments from Joel so far. He had a good RSD, man. Good for
Joel. Joel must have sold through a lot of records. That's true. That's true.
Not even the Grinch.
Am I the only one that stayed out all night? What time did y'all get? Early morning or?
No, I went in the afternoon, probably after 11.
Yeah, I think I went. I did a 5 in the morning situation. What about Chris? Where'd you do? Afternoon?
I left
Morning?
my house at 10:15, got
Oh
online
my
at 11.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
here's the kicker. And I feel really bad about this, Jason, and I'm sorry. The Weezer was available and I had the STP in my hands and put it back. And I didn't know you were looking for it. I just figured you were still sleeping. I'm sorry, man.
Douchebag.
It was like
Yeah.
It was
I feel
like 12
terrible.
hours after Arnaldo wrapped it up at the.
Arnaldo was already back in bed. He had already taken a nice nap, and the rest of
Guy's
us
efficient.
out there.
Well, I mean, you got him the chauffeur and the contract to drive him around, so he's got it easy.
I was done at 9:15.
That's amazing. I didn't even at 9:15. I hadn't even looked at the list yet.
Melinda, again, we have breaking news. Melinda, Wonky Sensitive, this is Stevie, says, you are the first person in the VC to show that Muffs album. Look at this.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Well, actually, Mazzy did a video 5 days ago showing it.
Doesn't count. It does. We're talking about what we
founded
got
the Muffs.
when we got it. He did. Well, Arnaldo,
Doesn't Mazzy have every? He got like every title, right? He has.
No. He wouldn't. He doesn't have the heart for that. No.
Yeah, Melinda, you said the quiet part out loud. I'm afraid that probably was true. So
Nothing wrong with that. I applaud him for it. That's awesome.
Hey,
and I got to find out whether some of the records were worth getting or not by watching his videos. So I appreciate it personally.
I mean,
over shell.
What record, if it's free, it's not good?
Well, Arnaldo, that's a good handoff to you. The baton is coming your way. In and out. Record time? Question mark. Record time. How did it go for you? What are some impressions that you had as I'm trying to organize things? I apologize, Melinda. Let me move. Here he is. There he is. So a story time with Arnaldo begins at what time in the morning did you get? And what store did you go to? This was
Fidelity Records and CDs. Chance, you even saw the video.
I did, but I'm tossing it to you so you can publish. I don't.
Yes,
Holy
we'll do the
smokes.
High Fidelity Records and CDs in Amityville. I always go there, and I realized that I have to start getting there a little earlier than my usual time because I'm farther and farther back in the line every year. So yeah.
And why do you think that is, Arnaldo? Why do you think the line keeps getting pushed back year after year? Is it all the youngs?
No, I think I'm promoting it too much. Like I'm broadcasting it to everyone.
Oh, it's your fault. It's your fault.
Videos and what a great experience it is to shop there for Record Store Day. And people are taking me to task and they're getting there ahead of me, flippers included. So
I hope we talk about the flippers because that is always the saucy part of the conversation. But please continue.
I don't like to name. I don't know the guy's name, but he's always there. He's always like within the first 3 or 4 people.
Oh, Arnaldo, hang on. I know his name. First name Ass, last name Hole. Ass Hole.
I mean, whatever. You'll get them in any line. The people
did
that
he
are
also
there.
bring? I don't want to spoil a story, but didn't he have a crate too? Didn't he literally?
No, he went back to his car to get the banker box to put in all the stuff. First, he came out with a pile of stuff like this high, and on top of it was the Ozzy doll, of course. Then he brings it to his car. Then he comes back out of the car with the banker box because he has to go get the rest of his stuff. So,
what a tool!
I know, whatever. It's okay. I'm sure that the look outside your window was in his pile because the record store owner had told me, yeah, I have about 4 or 5 copies of it.
Joke's on you, pal.
So, yeah. So I get there, I think it was 6 o'clock or 6:05. And the store typically doesn't have people queue up in line. Around 7, they hand out numbers so you can go have breakfast or whatever, get back in your car without having to stand in line, and then come back like around 8:15 because they start calling people in because the first 15 people hand in a list, and if you're within the first 15 people, they just make a pile of all your records and they put them aside and they're all there so that you can shop calmly instead of because it does happen that even though you're first in line, if you let 5 people in the store, and it has happened to me personally, the first who gets to that only copy of that one record is the person that is going to buy it, and that could easily be person number 5, even though you were number 1 in line.
Right.
So the record store owner is very, very fair about that. So that's why the first 15 people get a list, and he goes down the list and picks out the records accordingly to whoever's in line. It's very fair. Because have you ever been in those situations where they let the first 10 people in and it's like a free for all? You know, Jose's favorite word. And whoever gets to the records in the right spot picks out that only copy that was left. So yeah, all in all, I mean, handing out donuts and cookies. So it's always a good experience to shop there. And I was done by 9:15, I think.
And you got, I think if I'm spoiling the story, you got pretty much everything, maybe save one title you didn't get. Was that what you told us in the?
Yeah, the look outside your window.
That one, sorry, Jose. That one was, I tried every place. I went to the Rock store in my area. I didn't go to Riverbend to start this time because I thought, one, I didn't want to wait out in the rain like Melinda kind of alluded to. So I thought going to the shopping mall would allow us to be inside, which worked for about half the time. But they're also the air quotes Rock store. So I thought that maybe I would have a lane on that look at the window, the Slipknot thing. And that one was one of the big winners because it was nowhere I went. Chris, did you see it anywhere? You went to Dark Side, right?
Yeah, I didn't really try. I got to be honest. I doubt it was there. I mean, I didn't get into Dark Side. I got online at 10, 11. I didn't get into Dark Side till 1 o'clock to shop. I doubt it was there. Yeah.
Are we showing records, what we got or not?
Well, yeah, whatever you want to do, Arnold. I didn't mean to take the time. Yeah. That's what we do.
I'll just go through them very quickly. We had to get to Taylor Swift this time. Worst live record ever recorded. The Steely Dan.
Oh no!
Jeez, why do you say that?
I'm just joking. I'm joking. Probably the best live record recorded.
Game over.
Suede, the live at the BBC. David Bowie's 12-inch of Hello Space Boy. The Kiss EP, which sounds great, by the way.
Okay, nice.
And then another live album, the Madonna Confessions.
That was a hot one.
It was. I don't know. They had quite a few left by the time I.
Really?
And then Thievery Corporation, great album. And the one that Jason showed, I got that too. The Walker Brothers.
Nice.
You did it. And what was the one that got away? The one that got away was
Look Outside Your Window.
The Slipknot. Okay, I just want to make sure. So Chris, fill us in on. I see you're getting the big stack. You didn't show up until 10 a.m., but you were also shopping for someone else. I forget his name. Was his name Joe Boyne?
Yes, I forgot. I left one out. Joel just reminded me. Yes, I also got the Tears album. It's probably in the other room.
Got it.
Yeah, I did get the Tears, Joel.
So, Chris, you were shopping not only for yourself, but you're shopping for our friend, the one and only.
Yeah.
Not this.
So, well, I actually, my organization promoted me from mule to broker, so I was able.
Congratulations!
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so we were able to get Jose most of what he wanted through various sources. So that was taken care of because the store I went to did not have most of what he was looking for. But we worked it out. So sorry, Jose, that I don't go at so early in the morning. It probably caused the issue, but he got what he needed. I'm just gonna show. I got way more than I expected. Like always, I'm just gonna show my 3 MVPs and Chance, the 1 MVP I'm gonna save for you because you deserve all the credit on that.
Now I show my face. Yes.
Yeah, there's 1 MVP I'm not going to show that you could show.
You're going to let me show it? Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Magic Johnson.
Like Arnaldo, I got this. I have the CD too. This crushes the CD. I listened to it on Sunday.
Dan Steely, a popular selection. Melinda, did you get that one too, I think?
I did get that one, yes.
I thought so.
This was number 1 on my list because this is a very expensive original, this John Frusciante, and it's got 4 bonus tracks. And then
that shrink have to go, man. It was all floppy there.
Well, I didn't put them on Discogs and put them in their correct home. It's still in rotation. It'll get there.
Look who's talking. Jose's the guy that always preserves the shrink.
Yeah, but if it's all floppy, like
hey, listen, man, I got stuff to do, man. But this is the MVP for me. This Buster Williams Pinnacle. This is an amazing record. This is from that Time Traveler series that they're putting out. This is the RSD exclusive. I didn't really know the record as well as I thought I did, and this has been on heavy rotation since I got it on Saturday. It's incredible. So if anybody sees copies of this out, I think they're available. I think Joel from Static ATX might be getting them on his website soon. Definitely scoop this up. Amazing release. But this has been my favorite out of everything. And then shout to Chance too. He got me the Pavement 10-inch, which came in the mail today,
along with the stickers.
Along with this, yes, and we're gonna have some new swag out in the marketplace. It's the exclusive Surface Noise stickers coming out.
Nice.
Yeah, look at these things. Nice, 2 different variants here. Sorry, Arnaldo.
I think Chance died.
I mean, I can't be stuck on big. Somebody else has to. Damn, this is like the time that Spins lost power on me, and I was all by myself.
I think this is what happened.
I think if you stop showing your camera, maybe it reverts.
I'm back. Sorry.
There we
Sorry.
go. Okay.
Apologies. I had to get the posters. I wanted to do show and tell, and I didn't have the stupid posters.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you missed a dig.
Oh, I can go back and watch it, but tell it to my face. What'd you say?
I was showing the new stickers that came with my Pavement 10-inch that you sent today, and I just wanted to 2 different variations here. Boom, 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 boom. You know, Chance is smart. He gave the 179th fastest growing VC channel exclusives to this, and this is a big deal, Arnaldo. So,
by the way, did you guys get the poster from RSD?
No, I didn't even know there was one.
Okay, I did. Yeah.
Is it Dogfish again?
And the toad.
I have.
Is it Dogfish doing it again?
Well, there are 2 of them. So
poster looks like a billboard. How big is that thing?
First of all, it's a little obscenely large. They even said this, right? I was actually going. First of all, before I get on these posters, what I really wanted to show and I couldn't find was, I got that Gits record, the one to the Seattle punk band, the gal got murdered, etc. And the hype sticker was just the Record Store Day sticker, but it was like the full length of the front jacket of the album. Like, it was obscenely large. Like, I'm going to try to save it and put it up here because you could see it behind me. It's that large. I don't know why they did that, but I couldn't find it, so I apologize. But when it comes to the posters, the Dogfish Brewing, which is usually a sponsor, this one is huge. These are usually maybe 11 by 17. They're usually pretty manageable, but this is pretty large, so good value. And then the one, the only. I was greedy. I asked for both of them.
Whoa!
Wow, I didn't get that one.
Is that a poster for Michael, the movie?
Do you think he would sign it? Do you think that the star Jafar Jackson would sign the Bruno Mars RSD poster? I hope so.
I've seen that trailer twice, and the voice like this is horrible, man. I'm not gonna watch this shit.
So is anybody gonna go see that movie this weekend?
Maybe not this weekend.
No?
It's
I might die at like 99 years old, and I will never see that.
That's Jose right there. He's at the movie theater moonwalking. So Melinda, I saw you raise your hand. Have you already pre-bought tickets?
Yes. Yes, I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah. The only reason I would watch it if Weird Al Yankovic happened to pop up in the movie for.
Don't spoil it. You never know.
You never know, right?
You never know what's going to happen. You never know.
Well, yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, I apologize for the delay. I want to get the posters. I really want to get this obnoxious hype sticker. I don't know where I placed it, but I'm telling you, it is.
It's so big, you lost it?
It's so big, I lost it. I'm like, Abe Froman. Oh, Bonger, where'd you go? I lost you. What happened to you? All right. Well, Jose, have you died too? Have you ascended? I hear your voice, but I don't see you. Have you died during the show? I hope not.
I remember that I have this.
Oh, look. Oh, there he is. There he is. Weird Al, Eat It. Perhaps peak Weird Al. Oh, is that Japanese? Is that a Japanese?
Oh, yeah, this is a Japanese. You know this record?
Is that the greatest hits?
No, it's a Japanese thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it has like only songs that for like his actual songs, not parodies, and he has Eat It on only the music, just like a karaoke version.
I've gotten that record a couple times as like a filler when I've ordered other records, actually.
And he has I Lost on Jeopardy, the long version.
Ooh, the long version. That means he played the game all the way through. That's incredible.
Yes. So I don't even remember when I got this, but
one of my favorite concerts. I gotta be honest. He does all the medleys, and I only saw him probably in the last 10 years, but it was fantastic. It was fantastic. We have another. I can't believe this is happening. We have another death. This is. I don't even know if I should play the breaking news. I don't know if it's breaking news anymore. It's getting hard to take. I got to be honest. James Valentine, 64, an Australian saxophonist, models, and the parentheses.
Yeah, are we just saying random people now?
James Valentine has left us. I'm sorry.
All right, Chance, did I show that I got this for $10?
Oh, you got the accordion? But is there any records in it? Is it recordless?
Yes.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
For $10, that's great. I have the thing with the thing, but wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Oh, it does have the original record. That's his first record.
That's cool.
1983 Scotty Brothers record. You ready for that? Scotty Brothers was the record label. Boom. All right. Well, let me put a bow on Record Store Day real quick. Well, I'll show you what I got. I'll tell a quick story, and then we'll just do one more wrap up on it. But yes, Jason, Vinyl bullied me into Billy Squire.
Vinyl bullied you.
The Vinyl bully is here.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Well, once I saw that there were only 900 copies and the Rock Store had one, I picked one up, and then I saw one later in the day that I may have moved on to other final home, if you know what I'm saying. Might have moved on.
Bling, bling.
Well, when I give you the RSD tips, you have to believe me. I'm not fooling.
I'm not even gonna try singing that. All right, let's see. So, as promised, Megadeth Hidden Treasures. This is just a compilation of songs they put in motion pictures. This has never been on vinyl. It came on Purple Wax. They tied in the art. This is different art than the CD actually had. This is more of the euthanasia kind of outlook, particularly when you look at the back jacket, and it's literally a direct ripoff of the euthanasia art, which is kind of weak sauce if you ask me. But hey, it's on vinyl. Don't laugh. I had to get it to match the poster. I had to get the Bruno Mars only because it's literally a pretty good album because it's basically all of his good songs. It's all the hits. So if you're going to dip your toes in the Lake Minnetonka of Bruno Mars, that's a good way. Again, Jason bullied me again, took my lunch money, and so I got a couple pilots, the live show. It sounds okay. I did listen to this. It sounds okay. But again, it's a live record, so you have to keep expectations on low. I got the Gets record, which is, like I said, downstairs. The one that the Groove Seeker alluded to, my number one, which the Rock Store didn't have, which is Ike White, Change in Times. The producer of this, Jerry Goldstein, he's making the rounds. He was on the Record Store Day podcast with Paul Myers before release, and I see he's on Vinyl Rewind now. Listen to either of those. You'll learn a lot from the story. You can watch the documentary. It's on Tubi for free. Interesting story. Really good album. Dare I say, peaked with this album because he kind of, when he got out of jail, again, watch it, didn't really put anything else out. He was also evading, changing his name. Weird story, but great album. So I think it's also produced by Jose's favorite, Bernie Grundman. Newly remastered by Bernie Grundman. Oh, remastered. Look at that sticker. 50th anniversary. And actually, spoiler, they recorded more songs during those prison sessions, which Jerry Goldstein said will come out at some point. So I kind of look forward to hearing what those were. Reading a lot on Discogs about what a turd this is. This is the Jeff Buckley live album. In terms of quality control, apparently a lot of warpage. I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but Record Store Day records warped. My copy not warped. I'm happy with it. I did reclaim the hype sticker there.
Is the sound quality good?
How does it sound though?
It sounds pretty decent. It sounds okay.
Okay.
It sounds okay.
No,
I've heard. Yeah, what would you say, Jason?
the CD sounds better.
I'm sure that's probably the case. I don't.
Well, you know what, Jason? This isn't CD store day right now. Okay, this is record store day, even though CDs are back.
Jason took my lunch money again, and actually, Arnaldo showed this in his preview video. If you haven't seen it, so I decided to snag one of those. This is Jackson C. Frank, and then I think that's really obviously I showed the Dada record that we talked about on the podcast before. But yeah, so I did pretty good. Trying to think. One of my locals had the Bob Seger Noah record on their wall of WoW, so I didn't have that when it's one of those Bob Seger records. It's not a record store record, but that's one thing we don't talk about a lot is what stores do deals. Did any of your stores do on used like 20% off or anything like that? Did you guys pick up some stuff that way?
20% my store.
Nice. Melinda, what was the name of your store? We want to give them a cheap plug in Florida. Which store did you go to?
I went to Tone Vendor at St. Augustine, Florida. They were great. I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. And even one of the employees stayed out with us all night long, and then she had to work the entire day the next day. So,
That's dedication. Yikes. It's a long day. It's a long weekend.
Yeah.
Long weekend. All right. Well, last thing we'll leave it with overall impressions. A lot of people. A lot of youngs, which I think is a good thing. I know it kind of clogs the lines, but I think that getting them into this community and getting them, 50% of people that buy records don't have a turntable. 60% of record buyers are 18 to 34. So I think that the numbers bear them out, but 40% of those people in that 60% don't play the records at all. So Arnaldo, what was like one of your big takeaways? Observation. Let's just do an observation round, and then we'll sign off for this part.
I didn't see that many younger people. They probably showed up a little bit later.
Okay.
I always see the same people in the line because I always go to the same store. And takeaway, we were blessed with good weather here in New York.
Lucky.
Unlike last year where it was raining. And I think the year before it was raining, or maybe Black Friday it was raining. Yes. So are we at the point where we can critique and give suggestions?
Of course. This is our record store day sign off. We need to just leave it all out on the table. What would you recommend? I'm going to make you big.
Number one on my wish list. Can we move it to May, please?
Is that because of the weather, or
it's because of the weather? It's because it's probably earlier in the day. I left the house and it was still dark, and it's kind of depressing to leave the house when it's dark, right? Yeah, overall, I mean, we got lucky this time, but I'm sure everyone in the northern states would prefer that record store day be maybe a 60-degree weather at least for them, right? And maybe tone down the toys next time around. You don't need Hello Kitty and other dolls.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. About Ozzy. He wanted to be a doll. Didn't you not?
That was his last wish. He was on his deathbed. Sharon, I need to be. No,
a question. Were there any cassettes?
I think so.
On the list?
I feel like yes, but I didn't see
I don't
any.
think my store had any. They had CDs, they had 45s, 10 inches, but I didn't see any cassettes.
Arnaldo, here's a question.
There are no 3-inch records, I'm fine with it.
Arnaldo Fluffy asks, you think there would be less warped records if RSD was held in May? This is a great question.
I think the warpage comes directly out of the factory. It's how quickly some records are pressed, and then
Rhino.
Oh, Mazzy, cover your ears. We're taking shots here, Mr. Rhino.
Sorry, Arnaldo, I was getting a little congested.
Melinda, we've got you one new subscriber. I know this. This is breaking news. I think I broke the breaking news button, but Stevie has subscried to you. So,
well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Melinda, did you get anything else other than the muffs?
Yeah, someone was asking for you to show the records. Show your records.
Yeah. Show us your plunder.
It's a pretty big stack here. The muffs. I just showed that one. I got Bob Brady and the Concords. This was now some of these were sent to me from Omnivore Records, and this is one of those too. And this is really good. Sounds like Smokey Robinson and a little bit of a Motown sound to it. Francois Hardy in English. This is a beautiful record.
Nice.
I thought this one was excellent. Rock and Roll Doctor. It was a tribute to Lowell George. Then I got the Mighty Van Halen, of course. Everybody would get that one. I got the Ahmad Jamal record that I thought was fantastic. Nice. I love that one. Tony Bennett Unplugged. This is one that the people, the youngins around me, there was no competition for that one. They weren't interested. Abby Langdon. I loved this one. I think this is she's beautiful, and it was a great record. The Cars Heartbeat City Live. When I originally looked at the list, this is the one that really stood out to me that I knew I had to get. This is just one that I got today through the mail, sent from a viewer, Bill Evans. I haven't heard it yet. I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm excited to get that one. I've gotten a lot of those Bill Evans records. I got the Pink Floyd, and it was between the Bruce Springsteen box set and Pink Floyd, and I chose Pink Floyd, but I just got paid, so I also now have the Bruce Springsteen one. I'm going to get
update. That's an update from Melinda's video. If you watch it, this is breaking news. Melinda, thank you for breaking this news.
And Chris, I got it from Dark Side Records. They had a leftover, so
nice.
Got Steely Dan, and finally Foreigner. I love that one too. So I got all of the older bands, live albums, and all of that. But and if Billy Squire had been at my store, I definitely would have picked that one up. And I just couldn't get a really good feel for what I thought were going to be the hot ticket items. So Stone Temple Pilots seemed to be the biggie, or one of the biggies.
One of them, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was
the Peter Gabriel. Did you guys have that on your bingo card of doing so well? Because
no,
like literally gone, and then it's 100+ now on the resale market.
Yeah, even the Taylor Swift, the young girls that I was around. I mean, one of them mentioned Taylor Swift, but it wasn't really one on the radar of all the other girls. And the Bruno Mars one was actually really popular at our store. That was one of them that a lot of people were wanting to pick up. So, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a great record store day, and I thought there was something for everyone.
A little birdie told me that the Bruno Mars was allocated, and even though it said 11,000 on the site, once my first store didn't have the Ike White, I kind of reached back and said, you know what, why not? It's one of those things you guys probably experience this. Like, I'm here, it's here, why not? But
right.
Yeah. Jose, Kimbo was asking what you did for Record Store Day. I thought we were really clear on last week's show that Chris was going to be what we call vinyl muling for you. But Jose, any observations from all this great records and talk we've experienced today?
Well, I got the two that I really wanted, which is the Ween and Freeman, which is Ween related.
Sure.
The Jason's showing right now, but I don't have them with me.
Look at that. You don't have them yet? Oh, that's
no, because I actually got today to my PO box, but I haven't gotten it. And I don't know. A friend of mine got the Pink Floyd, which I was surprised to know that it was not expensive, because it's like 4 records or 5. Is it 4? I don't remember, but it's. I thought it was interesting, but the set list for Pink Floyd live show, it's always the same. So I don't know. I'm more of
Jose, Pokemon record. I'm surprised you didn't alert us to how popular the Pokemon record was going to be. This one was the guy behind me. This is a St. Louis thing. He actually rented me my rental car the weekend before, just happenstance. So we talked most of the time. He was there for the rent. He was there for the Pokemon record. So, what do you know?
Well, I don't know what Pokemon.
Oh, here he is. I love props, and Jose does props better than anybody on the show. I got to be honest. The Weezer record also turned out to be gobbled up. That Weezer record, I could have got it. Yeah, Jason's right. It's
Well, there's still copies of that Weezer, and Jason didn't want it here because they were more expensive. So.
Hang on, you're saying that there is a treasure trove of the Weezer record down in Monterey?
Yeah, but records in Mexico are more expensive because they are imports. So I think it's still there. It was like $60, something like that, for the Weezer record. A lot cheaper than what they're reselling it for. But I think Jason doesn't want it. So if anybody wants it, let me know.
Bong will make your Weezer dreams come true. That's all we can say. Chris, I'll let you have the last one. Observation, critique, a final chef's kiss on Record Store Day 2026 until the fall when we milk this for about 4 more shows worth of content in Black Friday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a great day. I think everybody bashes the list, but as the days creep closer, I think because I just listen to so many different things, I always find a lot of titles I want. I bought a lot more than expected. Shout out to Dark Side in Poughkeepsie, New York. They're amazing. They are a well-oiled machine when it comes to RSD. There's a lot of lessons that can be learned from how they run it for other stores. As far as like the crowd observation, like I look at age, but I look at like concert t-shirts. I saw multiple Billy Strings t-shirts online, Brandy Carlisle t-shirts, Taylor Swift, obviously. The buzz in front of me was about Ethel Cain.
Ethel Cain, the Youngs in front of me. I saw it at the first store, first time I even knew what it was. Second store, this group. It was interesting. Both places, there were right in front of me were 2 young ladies and a guy, probably theater people, like they were kind of talking about theater or whatever. And both, it was almost like deja vu. Ethel Cain was like the most important thing they talked about. In fact, the gentleman in front of me at the second store, he was anxious. He was hopping up and down trying to see where the records were to see if they still had that. So Ethel Cain, big star for Record Store Day for sure.
Yeah, that was a mind blower for me. Yeah, no, listen, I like it. I think it's not for everybody. If you collect vintage or original LPs, and that's mostly what you're focused on, it's RSD. It's not for you. They don't have to shit on it though. So I enjoy it. I just don't get up early for it. I always seem to luck out. There's nothing I couldn't get except for the Pavement, which you helped me out with, and thank you for that.
Always. It's the beauty. Cesar is busting balls, as we like to say. He says, Chan's going to give you a break. I saw you sweating a while ago. Yeah, my 40-yard dash time, I ran down 2 stories to get those posters, Cesar. So please give me a break with the camera views. Please. I'm getting old. I can't run that. My 40 times like a 5.2 now, so I apologize.
But by the way, I want to bitch about something about records.
Please, Jose, I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to hang on. We call this real talk. Hang on, I got one for you.
Black and white filter.
Oh yeah. Let me put it up. It ain't real if I don't have my.
Come on, Jose. This is your song. Let's go.
Some came in the mail today. Go check it. It's your girlfriend to come over. She's finna suck on.
Oh no! Play it too much. Jose, sorry. Go for it.
Well, I was gonna buy more stuff from Record Store Day, but I do not understand why every single fucking record I wanted was a triple LP. What the fuck is going on? Like, they know we're gonna spend money, and they know we want some stuff, and regardless of whatever Ween related stuff, I'm gonna get it. And the triple LPs, everything that I wanted was triple LPs. Fuck that shit. It was like $60 per record. So I don't know. It's pretty upset about that, But
is rant over? I just want to make sure I give you the full floor.
Yeah, it's fuck triple LPs, Record Store Day.
What?
In general, all these bullshit with like.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to. Jose is really just wearing. He's making up. The last couple shows, he's been really light in the F-bomb department, and then maybe you bring it out of him. I don't know, Melinda.
It just in general. I don't know.
What kind of music is Ethel Cain? Jose, do you know this one?
Yes. Youngs, music for youngs.
It's if you love Satan, but he also likes good music. There you go.
So
Hey,
Elliot
I don't mean it as
Cruz,
a bad
it's,
thing.
you know, ethereal.
Oh, yeah.
It's ethereal folk singer songwriter.
Yeah, yeah.
You might like it. Give it a chance. Start with the first record.
Yeah, it's just Americana, very dark, gothy, hot girl summer music. All right, there you go.
Hot girl summer music. Well, I'm down. That's right in my wheelhouse. I love it. Did anybody oh, hang on, Jose. This one's for you, Jose. I got to make you big for this one. Breakfast King Loyal asks, did anybody get any incredible string band records last weekend? Jose, as the definitive source of incredible string band, how do you answer this question? Did you rise to the occasion?
I can't reach my incredible string band.
Oh, no. I just praised you for being the ultimate prop man, and then we're falling apart.
There's a bunch of boxes here.
Oh, no.
But, there was actually a great incredible string band tribute concert a few months ago in England. So I hope they release that on vinyl. So,
well, Paul, I know that's not the answer you wanted, but it's the answer you got. So, start next week. We'll step up the incredible string band. And Arnaldo raising his hand. This is manners. Arnaldo, yes, sir.
I had to look on Discogs what the cover of this Ethel Cain looks like. And now it all makes sense. The day of Record Store Day, everywhere I feed is these two girls with the cross in the middle, and I'm like, "What is this record? What is this record?" And it's the Ethel Cain record. I'm like,
well, it's only her. I think it's her twice.
Right, but the cover is pretty creepy.
Well, the music is also, so there you go.
It's like it's like the poster for The Nun, like that level of creepiness.
It's intense, but hey, the kids were there for it. More power to them, and they may not be listening to the music on that piece of wax, but at least they are participating.
Can you show Elliot's recent comment right here?
Oh, no. Elliot? Hang on. He sold one last show. Is this before that? Let's see.
Elliot, you look like a guy.
We gotta help him.
Hang on.
Elliot.
No. Go to the bottom.
The bottom. All right. Going to the bottom. Started at the bottom. Now we're here. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Elliot. Oh no. Is Ethel Cain a person or a band?
It's a person. Like this is like Elliot asking, like, is Alice Cooper a band or a person?
Remember that Stephen King movie with what was it? Sutter Kane? Nobody saw it.
I don't think so. Oh my goodness! You can get the Ethel Cain for the low price of $130. Wow! JBL Frank. Good evening, sir.
That's probably still around here in my city to buy.
Well, we just gave you if you want to pay next week's rent, Jose, go get that record because it is the big bucks. The big bucks. Oh, the Rev is here. Rev answers the call. He says, "My favorite band is Cher. My favorite band." Well played. All right, well, guys, and
wait. They have the Pavement one here.
How much is the Pavement one?
Like $50.
Okay,
well, 10-inch or the Jazz one, the 10-inch.
Yeah, the Jazz one you sent me. They still have it.
So do y'all think that Ethel Cain was the most popular? What do you think the big record was?
It's the Slipknot.
I think the Slipknot. I think you got four. Slipknot, which is Looking Out the Window. Ethel Cain. I'm gonna say the Peter Gabriel, but I don't know. I could be talked out of that one. And then what do you think's the fourth? We always do the Mount Rushmore.
STP.
STP probably right in the running.
It's probably the Weezer. I mean, because people are selling it for like over 100. Like it's going between.
But that's going to be reissued. They always reissue their stuff. I don't even know
if there's Shantae's going for over 125 also.
Oh,
I just checked. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if I like it that much. I might have to.
Well, I just looked. The Look Outside Your Window goes for 160 up to 200.
Wow.
Yeah. I told you guys, but
And the Sledgehammer is very expensive.
Yeah, it's over 100 for sure.
No, I think
Wyoming Babe says the Dada album was very popular. I saw a few people I subscribed to get it. Yes, here's the secrets. I think a lot of the flippers thought that this would be like last year's release Puzzle, which was a 2 or 3 time X multiplier. Not so much. The flippers bought them up, and they're selling them for maybe if they can clear 10 or 15 over MSRP right now, they'd be lucky. So, jokes on you, flippers.
They did 6,500 copies of the Etho Cane, so almost the numbers of a UHQR.
The Stuart Copeland is probably in the running too. That one is, I think, wasn't it autographed, right? That one was in short supply. So, yeah, definitely the Stuart. And the Billy Strings was very popular.
That's
very
right.
popular.
That's right. I heard a lot of people talk about that Billy Strings record. So,
Chance, are you saying that flipping the Dada won't get you to Disneyland? Is that what you're saying?
Whoa, man!
Wow, that's about the best dad joke we've had on the show in a while. So I like it what you did there, Chris, and I salute you. That is well played. I'm not saying I might have bought one or two or a couple to flip, but I will say that I offered them to VC people first. So,
like, here's the sleeper. I'll show one more. Here's the sleeper.
Oh no, we found the sleeper, the official sleeper.
Oh,
so
Yvonne Lins.
It's a sleeper.
Moto Livre. So free mode, right? Limited edition,
Yeah,
750. The original that came out in the mid 70s goes for, I think, like $200. So this was a cool find. Like, I found one copy and I was super happy.
Nobody got that jazz dispensary one. It was a Brazilian.
I saw in the comments somebody was asking, Melinda, you're more jazz probably than Groove Seeker. You're a jazz quotient. Did you guys partake in that?
Not really jazz. It was
I don't get it because I never started getting them, and I don't want to go back and chase the old ones. So
exactly, yeah. I have one.
This one was really good. It was a lot of great Brazilian. It was not jazz. It was Tropicalia.
Tropicalia. I like the way you said that. Tropicalia.
That's how you say it.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure. I didn't bring it up here, but one of my locals, you've seen me show this record a couple times. The UK put out Spunk, Tighten It Up, and my local actually got 2 copies. So I was very excited because even though I have that original, I was curious how they would do.
A lot of sweaty people doing gymnastics on fences, huh?
They're in my wheelhouse.
If they're not oiled up, they're all sweaty.
Yeah, listen. My favorite things: alternative rock, Lee Morgan, and oiled up people on my album covers. Those are like the thing. Instant buy. But anyway,
I was surprised that Jason didn't got the Adam Sandler one because I really want to see how it.
Well, I didn't want to spoil it for you, but there's going to be something coming in the mail your way, Jose, and it rhymes with Catamandler. So I think that.
Did anybody actually? You saw it? You saw it at the store?
Oh, I saw it everywhere, and I flipped right past it everywhere. Yeah.
Did it look like dog shit?
It looked like what you expect, an illustrated Adam Sandler record that's twice what it was when you bought it years ago. So, pass.
That's amazing, and it's now a single LP, I think.
Oh goodness! So they really cheapened that. Unbelievable. Oh, this is a good plug. Friends of the show, Vinyl Storage Solutions. Kevin says my best pickup was the Vinyl Storage Solutions 25% off site-wide sale. Well, guess what, Kevin? You can save 10% every day if you use the code ConcertBuddy, UDDIE. Friends and family code, by the way. So I have to hit this one on myself because, Silver Shell. Yes, I did it myself. Thank you. Twice. I hit it twice. All right. Well, that'll wrap up podcast proper. Stick around. We've got more music and vinyl talk if you're in that persuasion. But I want to thank my guests. First of all, thank our guest star, the first lady on Surface Noise, the first lady of the vinyl community, dare I say, Melinda Murphy. It's a pleasure having you on. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. I really appreciate you all inviting me on. Thank you.
Count on it. And then we're just going to zip through the regulars. The highest paid member, Arnaldo. I hope that didn't violate the contract. I was trying to be, a good manners to our guest, Arnaldo. The channel Fidelios.
Ladies always first.
Thank you. All right, so good. I don't want to hear from legal on Monday on that. I already got to deal with the seasoned audio file and the Surface Noise stickers. And it's going to be a tough Monday with legal, but Yeah, Arnaldo
Always a
Fidelius _ frequency. The Groove Seeker, actually we haven't updated ranking, 183rd fastest rising YouTube VEECE channel. Chris, the Groove Seeker, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Jason Rojas, who took his leisurely time on Record Store Day and still made me buy records I hadn't planned on. Jason Rojas, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me back on Concert Buddy.
Dream Syndicate in the hizzy, and then you know him, you love him. Oh, I did the wrong view. Cesar is going to roast me in the comments. Why'd you change the filter? It's John Bong, Jose Moreno, Ron. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Thanks for having me. Cesar got mad that I was having fun.
Cesar's upset. He's upset with the filters. He's upset with my sweating, and he's upset with the camera. But we're going to improve coming up in the bonus track. There's only one way to go, right? Now this is where it gets real wild. So Melinda, get the seatbelt ready, because this is where things really get out of control. This is where we lose Jose. He has multiple out-of-body experiences. He shows records that you'll never hear from again, and he will call two things dog shit. That's usually how this goes. But
so, how do you really feel about Record Store Day?
I don't mind.
Well, I can say I had some pretty interesting comments on my video, I'm sure.
Oh, do tell. Yes, and these are not the ones from the Sixth Beatle. We actually print those out and take them into toilet time and read those when he sends those to us. But tell us some of the highlights of the comments from your video.
Some of the comments, there were just a few. And one actually engaged in conversation. Like after my reply, there was another reply, then another question, and another reply. There's some record store, and I learned afterwards this person's a record store owner, that don't necessarily think Record Store Day is a good thing for record stores. And I tried to make my case. I'm like, I'm not the advocate of Record Store Day, but I think there are a lot of positives for record stores. Yes, sure. They're lamenting the fact that the major labels have taken over and there are no more interesting smaller labels being represented, which I tend to disagree. Yes, there are a lot of major label releases, but there are a lot of smaller labels releasing. And then they were lamenting the fact that you can't discover new artists, like it's always the same big names or somewhat popular. And that is also really you can take that with a grain of salt. There's so many lesser known artists in the list of Record Store Day. But my whole point is, at $30 to $40 a pop, I don't know how many people are going to go to Record Store Day to buy the Discovery title that they never heard about, right?
Well,
so I guess people discover first, streaming possibly, and then they'll take a chance on the record. But I don't know. I think that argument about only big artists and major labels are hogging up the bandwidth of Record Store Day is, I don't think you can argue that in many ways.
To quote Jose, that's a dog shit point that person made.
Well, and someone there posted, yeah, is it another Too Many Records person? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it was one of I could sense the arguments was from the disgruntled record store owner that wants to be part and can never get accepted, or was and got kicked off.
Well, I think that the reality is that most stores don't really do a lot of research because they don't have a lot of time to order these things. So, some titles, they just buy whatever they know first. But the problem with that is that normally the niche things is the ones that sell more, like the Ethel King one, But, if you're a store in Minneapolis and you think, oh, everyone in my circle wants the Foreigner, and you buy 150, you might
that's the whole point, that he was basically saying these poor record stores are now stuck with this inventory. Well,
forever.
Well, I mean, if you're stuck with it, it's because you're not a good buyer.
Sell it.
Yeah.
You have to know your audience,
And a
you
good
have to know
seller,
your
yeah.
customers, and you have to know what to order and how much of it to order. So I don't want to say, too bad, so sad, you ordered too much. You should have known better. But if you're in the business of running a record store, you have to know how to buy, you have to know what your audience is. And yeah, maybe a couple of record store day events, you will get burned until you get a feel for it. But I think in the end, you have to learn your audience, your customers, and what to order. And the record store owner that I go to, I mean, I think pretty much sold through of the inventory because you have to know what to buy.
Well, Melinda, you were talking earlier, and I think this is true of a lot of stores. They crowdsource now, Facebook, social media. Hey, what do you want us to buy? And that's probably a good idea, only in the sense of there's things, ethyl cane, I'm using it as an example, that they may not be plugged into and what their customers are looking for. Do you think that your local store probably leveraged that in a positive way, Melinda?
I think they do a really good job trying to figure it out. My problem is I'm not a very good customer in that regard. I don't know what I want until 2 or 3 weeks before time. It takes me a while to really get to know the list. So I hate telling them things because I can't promise I'm actually going to go out and buy the things, so it takes me a while to really get into the list, but they do that. I know that they really care about the customers and they really want to make sure that there's enough of the hot records that everybody wants. I can tell it really pains them when they have to tell people, I'm sorry, we don't have enough of those, or we didn't, I know it bothers them when they have to turn away people because the record's not there, that they want. I think they do a really good job. If I had any complaint at all, they do things very organized where they give you a list and then they have those records waiting for you. I just kind of miss though going through and being able to flip through those records and make those impulse buys there at the last minute, but then again, they do a very good job. They get people through the line really quickly. And so I like what they do. And I really need to do a better job of putting out my wish list for them so that they know get a sense of how much to order.
Jose.
I quickly want to congratulate Record Store Day for not having a single Rolling Stone release this year.
No, that's not true. They had
that's not true.
The mini turntable.
There was like
they had
4
the most Rolling Stones releases. I think the Rolling Stones led the list.
And then they had the High Tides and what's it called? Green
grass. Yeah.
Green grass and High Tide.
In your face, Jose. In
Well,
your face.
I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that.
record.
Sorry. I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that. But just in general, I thought this year's main Record Store Day titles were better than previous ones. Because I remember, was it last year's or Black Friday that everybody was like saying it was the best ever for whatever reason? Yes.
Jose, how do you respond to this from the Boomer Scalper? He says Jose suffers from Rolling Stones RSD blindness. Is this accurate? Because there was a lot of
talking about, right?
No idea. Right, well, let's put a pin in the RSD. We can maybe talk about it, but I did want to bring back this segment because this is the one that the youngs in line were asking me about. They said, Concert Buddy, we know you run the ultra hip, ultra popular surface noise presentation on the YouTube. Can you bring back what we call overrated, underrated, and properly rated? And we're just going to fly through this one because, we try to stay on time. Melinda and Arnold are on the East Coast. We want to be, cognizant of that. So we don't want to keep them past. But I'm going to run through a couple of these. And Jose, I hope you are ready because I think that a few of these may be some of your favorites. You may need to defend them. So I'm going to start with relative to RSD, Billy Squier. overrated, underrated, properly rated. Jason, I'll start with you since you are the biggest Billy Squier fan I know.
Okay, I'm gonna quick story. Static ATX Joel and Stevie Wonky, they did not know about Billy Squier and that video where he rips his shirt and how
the
that
prancer, the prancing,
right,
yes,
ruined his career. We had to play that before we listen to the third Billy Squier record. Okay, so underrated.
Underrated. All right, I see what you did there, and I like it. Yes, Rock Me Tonight.
That's right.
Groove Seeker, Billy Squier, overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
I didn't inhale. I don't have any opinion on. I don't really know him that well. I'll be honest.
No. Well, guess who's getting a Billy Squier prize pack later this year? This guy.
Hey, don't forget to include some surface noise stickers for me, please.
Oh, I got some new ones in press. The new ones are in pre-press right now. I'll send you the new ones.
So let me take the Groove Seeker to school here. His first album, which has the song Big Beat, that 12-inch, a lot of people sampled that record.
I know that. Yeah.
And underrated.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with properly rated then.
Properly rated. All right, Melinda, set these fools straight. Is Billy Squier overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
Severely underrated.
Yes.
I shared with you all before with the show came on. I remember watching that video, Rock Me Tonight, with my friend. I was spending the night at her house and we were watching Friday night videos. She loved that video. She thought he looked hot. She was very impressed. So I think they were trying to go for the female audience on that one. And it just kind of backfired with the dudes,
Yeah, because he was known as like a guitar-centric like rock artist, and the guys liked him. And I think the story is the video comes out, he's touring, I believe it was with Def Leppard. The video comes out, and literally they started doing the Metallica, where the men in the audience started turning their back to him at the live shows after that video. So it was a tough one. MTV may have ruined the guy's career. Arnaldo, is Billy Squier overrated, underrated, or properly rated in your opinion?
Well, because I want those stickers, I'm going to say that I don't know him very well and that he's properly rated. So do I get the prize pack too?
We'll work on it. You guys didn't see me wearing the Surface Noise hoodie on Steve and Jim's podcast. You must not have watched the episode because it's the merch line is coming along nicely. It's really nice.
No, honestly, I seriously don't know him very well. I can't say. I'll go with the properly rated.
All right. Well, I think Jose, Billy Squier. No.
Well, though I would like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment right.
Yes, that's the right answer. Congratulations on knowing your Constitution and Bill of Rights. That is excellent. Dual citizenship. All right, let's do a few more of these before we wrap up. This is a fun one, and I think this could get a little contentious. Tom Petty, overrated, underrated, or properly rated? Arnaldo, I'll start with you on this one. Tom Petty, overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
I think he's properly rated. I wouldn't call him either one. He's properly rated. Everyone knows that Tom Petty really put his own stamp on rock music. Great music, great songwriter. I don't think either one. He's properly rated.
Okay, Groove Seeker. You know who Tom Petty is, right?
Yeah. So I thought he was properly rated until I got to see him multiple times, and I think actually Tom Petty is underrated. And is only going to be more of a legend as time goes on. To Ronaldo's point, he put a stamp on things, but he is one of the most unique and underrated songwriters in American music historically.
To be clear, we're just talking Tom Petty as the artist, not the actual Tom Petty. A Record Store Day release. We're trying to get away from Record Store Day, Joel. I promise you.
Is that official Record Store Day merch, Arnaldo?
Actually, Jose, we had to purchase that for the contract. That was part of the negotiations. I asked him to leave the price sticker on so we would know how much money we make. at Surface Noise Incorporated.
So he can return it tomorrow at Walmart.
He'll always have that opportunity. That's right.
All right.
Rojas, Tom Petty, overrated, underrated, properly rated.
Tom Petty, he could have soloed before Prince during the George Harrison tribute. He did not. So
he missed it. He
He was like, no, Prince should go. So underrated.
Guys and gal, we have bad news again. I hate to report this. We have another death. This is probably a tough one to take. I'm sorry. Tom Petty has died several years ago. Tom Petty passed away. I don't know if you knew, but now you know. I hate doing this.
He took that twang to the grave.
It's a tough day, and it's everyone. If they haven't died today, they died already, and they're going to die. It's terrible.
My sad Tom Petty news story is I found out he had passed away. I was at the vet, and I was about to put my beloved dog down.
Wow.
So it's like double whammy day.
Wow.
Was it a Mazzy video? Did it?
Yeah, I found out from a Mazzy video. Then I was devastated.
Well, Melinda, how do you feel as Tom Petty, the artist? Sad news notwithstanding, where do you find him in the overrated, underrated, or properly rated pantheon?
I think he's properly rated. I think he deserves all the credit he gets. I think most people really, really respect him. I did notice none of us bought his live album for Record Store Day. And that was a good one, right?
I've heard it. It sounds good, but I didn't, like Robert Fitton said. If you watch this video, the execution with the generic DJ sleeve and the little oh no, we have more breaking news. Jose is breaking this one. I hate to say it again, Jose. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Elvis has died. Elvis Presley has died.
There's still another Elvis alive, so
Oh, Elvis Costello? No, Elvis Costello didn't leave the city. I hope not. That's terrible.
He's alive doing like shitty records in Spanish.
All right, Jose. Before I give my answer, what do you think about Tom Petty? Is he overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
Well, I know him as the guy from the Deeds. Remember Mr. Deeds? You don't know how it feels. Remember that song played through the whole
that was in Mr. Deeds. Wow, that's an Adam Sandler deep pull.
You don't remember Tom Petty from The Postman, Kevin Costner?
I don't, but I remember Mr. Deeds with the harmonica.
Too deep for the panel.
But I will say that the only
not a big fan of Kevin Costner. Sorry.
I don't know. Like I didn't listen to him that much. The only Tom Petty record I own is this.
The Wilburys, of course.
Which today, by the way, it's this guy's. I think what do you call that in English?
The passing anniversary of his passing.
Yes. So I like this record. I mostly got it because of Bob Dylan, but
Jose, Wildflowers is a must.
Yeah. Oh, you have.
No, I know that record. That's where
issue. Yeah.
That's where the "You Don't Know How It Feels" song is at. But I will share a quick Traveling Wilbury stories, which is great. I don't know if you ever heard it, but I think it was Jeff Lynne was talking with Tom Petty, and Bob Dylan came to them, and he pointed out George Harrison, and he said, he was in the Beatles. And he left, and I hope that story is real. But that's
it. Probably is.
Probably is, right?
Something about Dylan. So I'm gonna land on
Spanish. There's a name for it. That's why I'm asking.
Here's where I go. Tom Petty underrated. To Chris's point, I think history will bear this out. And Chris, you want to close your ears for this? I think he is the best songwriter, even better than Bob Dylan, that we've had.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying.
How fuck are you saying? What is this shit?
I'm just saying.
What is this shit? No,
I know without Dylan, there's no Petty. I understand that kind of connection.
Remember all those lyrics Bob Dylan wrote? They don't compare to Jeannie's right? Fuck that shit. No.
Listen, I'm overreacting for show effect, but that's fine. I don't degrade that opinion.
Listen,
I get it.
Bob Dylan walks so Tom Petty could run. I totally will admit that, but I still think Tom Petty's songwriting is just kiss. Oh, look at that. There's another prop. Attaboy. Traveling Wilburys props courtesy of John Bong. I got a couple more, but let's just do quick. Yeah, here's a quick one. And this was spurred by the Record Store Day assortment. Rod Stewart. Where do we land on Rod Stewart right now? Because I did see the Rod Stewart.
Who's asking these questions? My mom?
Well, first of all, I thought we were supposed to do homework.
Yeah, you did
We
too.
were supposed to present our own opinions of overrated, underrated.
Oh, well,
Arnaldo
here's
even
the good
printed
news.
out a list.
Arnaldo printed it out, but here's the good news: we've got more shows this summer that will need content, and we can walk this shit back. Promise. Bet.
Okay.
All right. So Rod Stewart, Melinda, I'll start with you on this one. Rod Stewart, is he overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
I'm going to go with properly rated again. I don't know. I don't think people underrate him necessarily. He was here in St. Augustine. He was in concert, and a lot of people were talking about how great he was. And then I went to see some YouTube clips of it, and yeah, it's pretty bad.
Was it AI? Was it the AI Heaven videos?
No, it was him actually performing in St. Augustine. But I like Rod Stewart, though. I do. I really like him. But I mean, I think he's properly rated. I don't think people underrate him. I don't think they overrate him. I don't know. I think he's fine, you know.
Rojas, I know you're probably maybe the third biggest Rod Stewart fan I know. Do you feel? Oh, look at this prop time. He was ready with a 45. Look at this.
50 cents properly rated. From his great record, Unplugged. You know what I'm saying?
Have I told you? Wow, that's a great pull. That's a 90s single. You know, I like those 90s 45s.
Properly rated.
Yeah. I would like to have that Unplugged record. That would be cool.
Is that
Arnaldo.
the same Van Morrison song?
He did like 2 or 3 covers albums, so it's highly possible he did cover Van Morrison. Arnaldo, Sir Rod Stewart, overrated, properly rated, underrated.
I want to say he's a little overrated.
Whoa, Arnaldo.
Wow, shots
I
fired.
really don't know where to put him.
Yeah.
It's
In the
like,
50 cents.
No.
Hold up, Arnaldo.
No,
Hold
no,
up.
more like, okay, well, hold on.
Don't steal
More
my thunder,
like,
Rojas.
Is he a singer? Is he a singer-songwriter? Because he hasn't written like a song in like 50 years, right? 40 years?
Hang on. Infatuation, 1987. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's 40 years ago. That's
Yeah.
40 years ago. And then he did the American Songbook. So he hasn't, he's been more of a singer. And I don't know. I mean, no. And also on that Jeff Beck album, I mean, he's like on fire. I heard a friend of mine say Led Zeppelin would never have had a chance if Jeff Beck continued with that lineup, because Rod Stewart was on fire. All of them. They were like, so I don't know. It's more because of his later work that I think he's overrated. Otherwise, he leans more towards properly rated. So it's kind of tricky. I don't know. That's my take.
These are all good takes. Chris, do you want to weigh in on this one?
I'm with Arnaldo. I think Jason's probably going to go there. Like Faces might be the most underrated rock and roll band ever. Like Faces, is so legit and so influential. And then like the early Rod Stewart stuff, the stuff with Jeff Beck, fantastic. But this is kind of like the Stevie Wonder, Elton John thing, guys. Apex peak influence and productivity, and then this complete, I don't want to say drop off, but shell of themselves later on in their career with some highlights. I'm not saying like it's all bad, but
yeah, the Unplugged album in '92 was okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like the first part of his career, completely underrated. After that, probably properly rated.
I even I think for my birthday, I had a gift card at a record store, and I went and bought "Do You Think I'm Sexy?" The album. So
it's a great album.
And I have the single of not Infatuation. What was the one before that? Passion. That was like 1980.
That's cool.
It's not like I'm not a fan and I don't enjoy his music, but that's my take. I think his later part of his career kind of like,
But he falls into that artist, and I don't know, like we could take a deeper dive on this, but he's huge in the early to mid 70s, and then he has to have that transition into disco and pop music in the 80s, and everybody just kind of got washed along with the tide into that sound. And I think so I think there's some of that element to it. And I wasn't there when it was happening. So
Young Turks
I don't
know. Young Turks and what was that album called? With Tonight I'm Yours. I think that's what it was called, that album.
I like those songs.
Yeah, that's a great album too. Like all the way up.
Sucks though.
Up until when did he do that song about sailing?
Song about what? The sailing
with the bagpipes on it. Remember, it was like
what
I'm talking about. Along with My Heart goes. I forgot the name of the song.
Sounds horrible, Arnaldo.
And what album was the Tom Waits cover on?
Yeah, he did like when he did covers, like the Tom Waits song. Was it Downtown Train?
Downtown Train, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great cover. So I can't really, there's so much.
I'll say too. I worked in the music store when those. Did he do the Motown one? That was Michael McDonald did the Motown ones, but he was doing the American Songbook you mentioned.
American Songbook.
He did three. You
couldn't keep those in stock. Like it was between that and like all the American. I also have and like the country pop, they're flying off the shelves. I'm like, what is going on here? So it's like, I don't know. I think he goes from like he's like in this weird category. Goes from like influential organic creator to like major legacy artist. I think that's just the trajectory of his career.
He's properly rated. I mean, look at this cover. Just look at this cover. Just look at it. Properly rated. Properly rated.
Spread for the age.
He probably still fits in those pants too. That's impressive.
No doubt. He has multiple pairs. That's incredible. All right. Well, I had a couple more, but we're coming up on time. There's only one other overrated.
I was not even asked.
You want to do one more?
Come on, do more. This is fun.
I'm kind of going off. All right, we'll do one. And I say this because tonight, coming home from dinner before the show, I was listening to Tom Petty radio on Sirius, and I didn't know this, but the legend King George himself, George Strait, did a cover of a Tom Petty song that I could not believe. It was actually terrific. So it made me think, is George Strait, King George, overrated, underrated, or properly rated? Arnaldo, arguably the biggest George Strait fan on the dais.
I can't comment. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, Chris. This is why I went to the well too often.
Yeah, properly rated, and I never really understood how massive that guy was until
huge King George.
He's massive. And side note, my grandfather was in the leather business, and he actually supplied the bands on the hats for George Strait's signature line. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
I like it. Oh wow, Kendall is still awake. I can't believe it. Kendall, King George is overrated. We're gonna have to continue that one offline, my friend. King George, Jason, you're in the heart of King Country down there in Texas. Will you be allowed outside of your residence if you say anything but underrated or properly rated on the King George?
Okay, at Piranha Records, there's like a stack of 45s just sitting there. A stack of George Strait 45s, overrated. Like they're not selling. They're just not.
Everybody already has them.
I mean, this is selling, of course. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Pack's bigger than the record itself.
Melinda, I hate to ask you because I don't want to jeopardize the future of your channel with the wrong answer, but George Strait, overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
I'm going to give him underrated because of the genre he's in. I think most people, there's not enough people who enjoy the country music. He's awesome. Garth Brooks looks up to George Strait. That's his hero, so I think he's underrated. I think he's fantastic.
Jose, I would ask, but I think I already know your answer on this one. But George Strait, do you know who George Strait is?
I live below Texas, of course. Crazy shit. I'm more of a Bobby Pulido guy, you know, for the real Texans out there.
For the real. So all right. So George Strait, overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
You know, the production is a little too, you know, radio friendly for me. I'm more of an outlaw. I like my country old dirty and fucked up. You know, so.
Oh no,
Melinda, we've lost one. Melinda, the one subscriber we gained from Stevie, we've now lost. Jack has. Yeah, keep showing them up for it. Well, here's the good news. If you take any homework from tonight's show, besides subscribing to these channels, is look up George Strait. You wreck me. Mike Campbell, I think, even came and did a live version with him. That, like I said, it blew me away. I was like, King George, way to go. So the last one, real quick, and this is how we'll close the show, because we do like to hear what the commenters have to say. So, Record Store Day, overrated, underrated, or properly rated? Rojas, I'll start with you on this one.
It's properly rated. Properly rated.
I like it. Groove Seeker, Record Store Day.
Hipsters not need apply. It's underrated.
Underrated. Arnaldo.
I think it's properly rated.
Miss Melinda.
I'm going to say it's underrated. There's a lot of unnecessary hatred towards that day, and I don't really know why. If it's not for you, just don't participate, you know?
Fair enough. And then, Jose, I got to close with you. You are our super duper international sex symbol. Jose, Record Store Day, overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
I would say that shit is overrated for me.
Wow. Well,
you know, it's just, you know, do I want every single live act for my favorite band on purple vinyl? I don't know, but if it's $60 a pop, nah.
Nah. All right. Well,
you may not want it, but someone else may want it.
My husband.
But they asked me if I thought it was overrated.
No. What were you saying, Melinda?
My husband wishes I thought like Jose.
But he didn't have to wait in line with you for this reason.
No.
That was a solo expedition. Okay.
It was right. He did bring pizza for the crowd, though.
But did he bring Papa Murphy pizza? That's the question. See what I did there?
No, he brought better pizza than that. But yeah, he brought pizza for a lot of people. So
nice. I like it.
But then he went home and went to bed. So
smart play. Well, again, another powerful show. Hit the like button, subscribe button, dislike button. It all adds up in the wash. But I want to thank my guests tonight, Melinda Murphy, for joining our little corner of BC nonsense. Thank you. Strong showing, Melinda. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. This is something I've been wanting to do, so I appreciate y'all letting me come on. Thank you for the invite.
Well, hopefully there's a return visit, because we're trying to. If you appear 5 times, you get double surface noise stickers. Arnaldo, cover your ears. I'm sorry to say this. You get a whole sleeve of surface noise stickers. So and a smoking jacket. You don't smoke, I'm sure, but you get a smoking jacket too. It's
cool.
Great. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. I think in May, probably going to take a week off, but more to come on that. But it's been real. It's been fun. Record Store Day talk. Finito for at least one show. We probably won't bring it up next week. We'll see, unless there's breaking news that I can't foresee. But thanks for joining us, chat. You did it. We did it. We all did it. Thank you. And hang on, bong count. Sorry, Chris. Bong count. The final total was
12. 1 dozen if you're listening at home.
No, that's not. That's not true.
Is the conversion rate right on that? Is the conversion rate? That seems low.
It's a baker's dozen at least.
Baker's dozen.
No. We can go. Listen, we can. Arnaldo can go back and audit it. He's the financial professional. I trust his count. That's fine.
We may have to.
It sounded like the F-bomb was dropped quite a few times.
I felt like it was, but listen,
I
I'm
think
getting
you're
pulled into legal's already got me in a Monday meeting
with the
with our
stickers
knowledge.
there. You're slacking. You're not paying attention.
If somebody else wants to be the official F-bomb archivist, so we can have a duel off. But I got 12. Let's go to the transcript. Let's go to the videotape, as a great Warner Wolf used to
I'm going to
say,
throw
for
this
our
in
social
Chat
workers.
GPT afterwards, and then we'll find out who the real.
You find out the count.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week, and keep spinning your record store records. Yeah.